Hey, what is going on, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. I was able to pick up one of my grails just recently. The box is pretty messed up, unfortunately, but I am going to unbox this, and it's very timely too, because this is the Joker from the first Batman movie, 1989. The cool card is on the back as well. I'm gonna try to, the card's already messed up. I'm gonna try to take out the bubble without trying to damage the rest of the card. I'm probably gonna try to knife that anyways, but yeah, I'm gonna try to open this up. Very happy to have found this. As you can tell in the back, all of the original figures. You got the Batman, the Joker, the Joker's goon Bob, the Batwing, which is pretty awesome. That Batmobile is iconic to me, and then that Bat Cave is incredible. But yeah, let's take this out. Yeah, let's take this out this package and see what it could do. All right, so let's take this out of the package. I'm gonna get my hand box cutter, and there's just enough. It's pretty dull, but it's strong enough to be able to cut this 30-year-old box here. Okay, let's try to get this here. Almost there. Almost there. There we go. I don't want to damage the bottom of this. There we go. Finally. So let's take this apart. Got a nice tray shot here. Alright, so that's a little bit better. You got a nice tray shot here. Pull this out of here. And this is a 33-year-old action figure, so I'm just going to be very careful with this. And wow, this is just amazing. I've always wanted this as a kid, and this was one of my grails growing up. So just to have this, to be able to unbox this and have this in my collection is pretty amazing. It is pristine. Such a beautiful figure. You know, the thing about like the 80s and 90s action figures is, yeah, they're not the most articulated, or they're not the best sculpted, but like, because it's close enough, kids still had the ability to imagine and fill in those gaps where it was not very accurate, if that makes any sense. Like, this doesn't, like, it doesn't really look like that, but I don't know, back in the day, this was close enough where I could fill in the gaps because my imagination just allowed me to do so. And I think that the figures are so realistic, which is not a bad thing. I think not a bad thing at all. And like, by today's measures, you know, this is not, you know, this is not, definitely not living up to the standard of, like, you know, highly articulated and the best sculpted, but now I'm definitely speaking from a nostalgic perspective. But yeah, this is close enough, and I just sentimental enough for me to say, hey, this is I'm honestly more excited to have this in my collection than any of the better sculpted Jokers. Really awesome. This is amazing. I definitely want to pick up the rest of this line. I'm super excited to have this, and man, it's just the paint applications. You know, I don't need much. But the Batwing, the Batmobile, the Batcave, the Batman from this line, I do have a couple of them. I do want the one where you could pull the belt and use that as I'm not sure if you're familiar with that, but that a retractable belt, you pull it and then it just it goes back into the figure. I had one back in the day, and that the spring broke, and so it didn't retract. I was always upset, but then eventually I got my mom to cut the string and then super glued the belt back onto the Batman. Wasn't the same, like the play action feature was gone. Hoping to find another one of those in the future. I always think about that action figure, especially when I see Batman figures. Like that was the Batman action figure for my collection. But anyways, I just have to take note, like Toybiz was a Marvel company, and it should not be, it should not, I mean, it's so ironic that, like technically Marvel Comics was making DC action figures. Just remember that. How crazy that is, like in this time of, you know, like in the era of like DC, EU, and MCU, like Marvel Comics was making DC action figures. Isn't that crazy? Anyways, I'm going to stop talking and I'm going to pull out these accessories because I haven't really experienced the full scope of this action figure without the accessories. So let's do that. So let's hopefully it stays on there. Oh, that looks, oh my god, that looks amazing. Put that on there. Okay, so maybe, yeah, so that's gonna go in there. He's got to have the cane, and this figure is stiff. Like, this is like 30-year-old plastic. I do not want to break this accessory because this is like beyond 30 years old. Maybe if I just put it in there. No, that's not gonna work. Alright, so it took a bit of elbow grease, and as you could tell, I bent his walking stick a little bit, but I finally got it on there, and full accessories. He looks amazing. He does come with a water pack, and the play action feature is if you put this, hook this onto there, and then you fill this container of water. He's supposed to be able to spray water through there. I don't want to fill it with water just because of how old this action figure is, and I don't really want to get this old rubbery plastic thing with water. That'll eventually, I don't know, be able to clean it and dry it out. I don't want it to get all moldy and then have it rot. I want to preserve it for as long as possible, so I'm not going to fill it with water, but just use your imagination that you fill this with water and it goes through this particular hole and it's back. The play action features, and he just sprays like that spray from his flower. Really cool, amazing action figure. I actually found this at work. This was it was being displayed for at least a year and a half. I mean, ever since I started my job that I'm currently have been in for the last couple of years, and I was just, every time I'd come into work, I would look at this action figure and was like, you know what, I'm gonna pull the trigger on this because you know, this is just really taunting me, and I'm finally happy to have it in my collection. Really amazing. have this. I can't wait to have the full collection, but I'm going to appreciate this right now. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Until next time, take care, and I hope you're enjoying watching the Batman. Hopefully I'll be able to watch that soon too. So take care.